All right. Call halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakar HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect of Yahshua spread across the four corners of the planet Earth, who teach this word in truth and in sincerity. Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well. I want to share with you, all right, this video, okay? Because one thing, man, okay, being in this truth, okay, after, waking up, in this truth, or even before, you know, really waking up, one thing that has always irritated me, okay, with Jake, okay, and with Jake, I mean, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. One thing that has always been very irritating, man. All right, of a few that you Jakes do, but when you cry and you beg to Esau, man, talking about why don't you love me? All right, and that's going to be the name of this video because Esau gets it. All right, the so-called white man Esau, he gets it, man. He got it. Okay, the so-called white man understands now that he is Esau Edom. All right. I believe also that this guy, this Calvinist, uh, Christian apologetic, vocab, Malone, I believe he also gets it. Okay, because Esau gets it, man. Okay, it's just you Jakes. Okay, and when I say Jake, I mean reference to Jacob or Israel, whose name was turned to Israel. All right, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, uh, you're still stuck on stupid, sort of say. Okay, but you're very much still stuck on stupid, man. Okay, but Esau, or the so-called white man who is really red, okay, because no one is white. He gets it. He understands. Okay, he's been watching the Hebrew Israelites um, on YouTube, on the streets. He's been watching the videos. All right. There was a couple of points. All right, a couple of times when they even went as far as removing Hebrew Israelite videos from YouTube. Now all the videos that we put out are nothing but you know teaching videos. There's no wild videos of any Hebrew Israelites doing any beheadings or teaching you how to, do something bugged out, like make, um, you know, anything bugged out, explosives or something. There's no videos of us doing things like that. Okay, but yet and still, okay, the so-called white man Esau, all right, held a campaign to take all of the videos down off of YouTube, and it was beginning with Great Millstone, and I'm not sure if they really how many other camps they really uh, really attacked like this, but I know they definitely attacked Great Millstone and those affiliated with Great Millstone. Okay, for you know teachings with videos. Now, they will say that, maybe, some of the content we used was, copyrighted, but not all of it. Okay. All of the content was not copyright, uh, you know, um, content. Okay. And most of the time, there was a disclaimer that because most of Great Millstone and their affiliates, they don't get paid for these videos. These videos are not monetized. We don't get paid for these videos, man. Okay, so Esau, or the so-called white man, took the videos down because the videos were cutting Esau, but at the same time Esau was learning, and he has been learning, okay, that he's an Edomite. He has been in his study. He hasn't been going twerking, okay? He has been in his study, and he has been reading about Esau, Edom, okay? He's writing books, he's writing notes, okay? He's doing research, okay? On now I'm not talking about your elites. I'm talking about your low level Edomites. All right, they're doing research, okay, into the possibility, which it is a fact, that they are Esau, Edom, okay. But the thing with Esau is he wants, if there's a way that he could discredit with facts what the so-called black man is bringing out, and make that man look bad, then he would do that. That's something that he will do. All right. But in this case, he hasn't been able to do it. That's why you have your people like Vocab Malone, all right, Abu Kamar, all right, James White, the Edomite, okay. You have a lot of these people who are, they understand who they are. But it's like me, okay? It's like me. I'm a fisherman, okay? I fish for the elect, I fish to eat. All right? And if I'm fishing, and I might use what you might call a artificial bait, a lure, okay? And I throw it in the water, okay? Now, to the fish, okay, a fish thinks that this lure, all right, or artificial bait, is another lure. You think it's another fish, okay? It thinks it's another fish, maybe a helpless fish, okay? And the way that it's moving, okay, it lets the fish know that, okay, maybe it's crippled, it's weak, something to eat quickly, okay, a quick meal, all right. So the fish attacks it, all right, naturally. And that's the same thing these people like Abu, a lot of these Christian pastors, they're like fishermen as well, man. They're fishermen as well, and they're fishing, okay, for you who are, you know, uh, slow, whose light, okay, is dim inside of your brain, man. Okay, and so and you, okay, you don't have the truth of the scriptures. You don't have the spirit of discernment. You're not discerning all things to the scriptures because you don't know the truth. They appear, okay, to be your help, okay, but they're just snagging you up. You're being caught, okay. You're being caught because you can't discern. There's a saying: the smartest fish are the biggest fish in the water, man. Okay, now it takes a lot, okay, to that's why if you catch a big enough fish, that fish is a trophy. All right, you'll get sponsors. All right, you may never have to work again. All right, say if you catch a state record fish, you have so many sponsors that you would never have to work again, man. Okay, and so that's what these people like. That's what I do initially, trying to get the elect. All right, trying to get the elect, but Esau does it as well. Okay, and he's trying to draw, okay, the hopeful elect, a person who, because the elect is going to get it. All right, the elect is going to get this. He's going to understand it. All right, but some of you are going to be drawn away. All right, by Esau, or the so-called white man. Okay, like I'm saying, you have these people with vocab Malone, uh, James White, Abu. All right, these people know that they are Edomites. All right, they have studied, listened to the videos that we bring out. They know this. They know this well. All right, but it's you Jakes again. It's you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You get emotionally ass kicked by the fact that the so-called white man has no love for you. Okay? And I'm going to say this. The so-called white man, okay, who was really Esau Edom, he has no love for you, man. Okay? He had it in the past, and he won't have it in the future. He'll have it in the kingdom. Well, in the kingdom, it'll be respect. Okay? But this so-called white man has no love for you. Now I'm going to play this video, all right? Um, and again, these videos are, the videos that you see me do. These are not scripted. These are just going straight into the spirit. All right? I don't know what's going to pop into my mind or where it's going to go, but I just, seen this video, and and I'm just going to go into this video and, make a lesson, man, because I'm tired of seeing you Jakes, man, all been out of shape because Esau don't like you, man. That's the worst thing to me, man. I could care less that a damn Edomite don't like me. Hey, that makes it all the better, man. Okay? That makes it all the better for my life that I know that an Edomite doesn't like me, man. Now, of course, he's going to pretend as though he liked me, and that's cool. I know he's pretending. Okay? Like when you're in grammar school, elementary school, you go to school, you pretend, man. That's a part of education, learning when you're a child, to build up a child's imagination. Okay? And Esau does that well. Esau builds up your imagination, because he wants you to develop, certain things. He uses your imagination to build up his kingdom, his queendom. All right? And so, so when I'm around Edomites and they're smiling and they're, I pretend that, you know, I'm just as happy as they are, man. Okay? But the whole time I'm aware that this is Esau. These are Edomites. All right? I'm that fish, okay? And they are these multiple lures in the water, okay, trying to snag me in, all right? So they can take me home and fillet me and cut me up and have me for dinner, all right? Or put my corpse on their wall, all right? Hang it up on their wall. But I'm gonna play this video, all right? I'm gonna go into this video because you have to understand, you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The so-called white man gets it, he understands, and he will never love you. All right? Never.
It was called the Red Summer of 1919, named for the blood that ran through America's cities during months of racial unrest. African American soldiers had returned home from the Great War, World War I, to a country still teeming with discrimination. And in their quest for civil rights, tensions between blacks and whites reached a tipping point. Deadly race riots broke out in over 24 cities, but one rural town, Elaine, Arkansas, would become the epicenter for the bloodshed. The violence there, lynch mobs, torture, indiscriminate murder, was so horrific it would go down in history not as a race riot, but as the Elaine Massacre. This is history. Dark history. During World War I.
Yeah, and it's dark history because, like I said, when I was growing up, I never knew about this, man. I never heard of the Elaine Massacre, because things like this, in order for Esau to pretend, his thing of pretending, he hides the truth. Okay? And I'm going to get some scriptures, all right? But first, I'm going to let this video play out. And, this is 1919, all right? Okay, you had years before this, years before that, okay? Esau has never loved you so-called black Native Americans or Hispanics, all right?
Than 350,000 African American soldiers enlisted to serve. But while they fought for democracy abroad, their own country, America, was still not willing to see them as equal.
White supremacy was very mainstream at this time in the United States. Basically, a lot of African Americans were seeking to obtain their full rights and equality.
Now, if you hear an Edomite say, "Oh, that was my mother, that was my father." So if this was 1919, okay? Most of the people who were of adult age in 1919, okay, I'm assuming those people have passed on right now, all right? Or they're on their, dying, they're up there in age, okay, to where they cannot carry out white supremacy. So why is it still white supremacy, white privilege today? Okay? So-called white, because no person is white, no person is black. Why is there Edomite supremacy today? It's because Esau keeps things in the dark, man. He pretends to like you. You see him marching they're in the Black Lives Matter group. They're marching, they're getting beat up, they're getting there. No, man. Some of those are jakes, man. And some of those people, man, they know that, this is being recorded, and that is just for face value, man. Okay, something, that they would plan if America went on for long enough to tell their grandkids, look, we marched, we did this, But look, you never like those black people, okay? How they tell them, okay? Those blacks, those natives, those Hispanics, they're not our people, okay? But this is what we do, we show, just like, hey, we support the system, man. We go to work. That supports Esau's system. Okay? Do you realize if all the jakes just walked off their job, this place would be over with in minutes? Okay?
In the United States, and violence was often used by mobs of whites.
Tensions reached a boiling point in the summer of 1919. Race riots broke out in dozens of cities across the country. But in the rural South, something even more menacing was taking form. There, slavery existed in all but name. In a system called sharecropping, farmers provided landowners with labor for a share of crops produced. But the system was rigged. Sharecroppers were often kept in perpetual debt.
One black sharecropper raised $500 worth of cotton, and his landlord told him, yeah, but you...
Something even more menacing was taking form. There, slavery existed in all but name. In a system called sharecropping, farmers provided landowners with labor for a share of crops produced. But the system was rigged. Sharecroppers were often kept in perpetual debt.
One black sharecropper raised $500 worth of cotton, and his landlord told him, yeah, but you used $697 worth of supplies, so you owe me money.
Everyone who has any power at this point is working to make sure they keep African American laborers tied to the land.
And that's what they're doing now, man. Okay? You go to work, all right? And this is exactly what they're doing right now. It's the same thing. Okay? This is the same practice that they're practicing right now. And, you have the word system. Okay? The word system goes back to pit. All right? So their system is a pit for you to fall in, man, when you are a part of it. Okay? Salakia, okay, and so this is pretty much the same system, okay, or pit that they have us in today, man. Okay, this debt, this credit, okay, they overcharge you. You go buy a house, you go buy a car, okay, even if you have, I believe it was this rapper named E40, okay. He said he had millions of dollars in his bank account, 700 credit score, and the bank still wouldn't give him a business loan. All right? So that's more of their Esau's privilege, man. And now he's hearing us bring out who he is. And so now, okay, it makes sense to him. All right? A lot of times these Edomites don't care that they're Edomites. All right? But see, the thing is, they don't want you Jakes to know that they're Edomites, to treat them like they are the Edomites. All right?
For roughly 50 years, the system went unchecked. In the fall of 1918, a black man from Arkansas had had enough. Robert Hill had decided to form a union to represent sharecroppers. It was a dangerous decision, and one that would set off a chain of events involving mass murder, torture, and a landmark Supreme Court ruling. But first, he would need to organize.
In his message, Hill was pretty simple and direct. Why is it that we cannot have fair payment for the honest and hard work we do?
Despite the inherent risk involved with challenging whites, World War I veterans and other black sharecroppers became card-carrying members of the Progressive Farmers and Household Union of America.
He believed that by paying dues, these members could have the services of lawyers and sue plantation owners for cotton that had been stolen from them and false numbers that had been placed in the plantation stores' books.
On the night of September 30th, 1919, Union members gathered in Elaine to discuss their legal plan.
This is in Phillips County. It's basically just a crossroads at this time. A road, a few houses, a railroad siding. No streetlights. There's also a one-room wooden church, and that's where the Union met. Expecting that they might have trouble, the Union posted a guard of about 6 men. They had shotguns and rifles. The meeting's taking place. While they're having this discussion, a car rolls up the road.
2 white men were in the car.
By one account, one of the white men in the car said, "You all get away from there." And shortly thereafter, a shot was fired.
Though it remains unclear who fired first, a barrage of gunfire broke out. One of the white men was killed almost instantly. The rumor of a black uprising spread in a matter of hours. The idea of a sharecropper rebellion conveniently played into the hands of landowners who did not want their sharecropping practices scrutinized. They did all they could, as quickly as they could, to sound alarms that black farmers were out for white blood.
The story gets magnified that the town is under attack, that blacks are killing people in the streets, that there is a revolution afoot.
And see, this is exactly, all right. This is exactly what you get from Esau, from Edomites, man. The so-called white man. As soon as you stand up, all right, and, demand, you come back, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, you could have, You say that you're an Egypt, you say that you're an Egyptian. You say that you're an African American. You could be anything you want to be, okay? But when you stand up for what's right, what's truly yours, okay? And in this case, your heritage, your identity, and say that you're a Hebrew Israelite, all right? Esau, starts a smear campaign saying that you're teaching hatred, and that's what this guy, Vocab Malone, represents. Abu Kamor, James White, the Edomite, all right? It's the same old repetitive thing coming from Esau, or the so-called white man. That's why you have to, if you engage these people, you have to engage them according to knowledge. All right? And I'm going to end it there. You go in and you watch. I'm not going to play the whole video. All right? But you could go in and watch that video, because I have to get some scriptures. All right? And I'm going to get some scriptures, man. All right? So I hope you're taking notes. Okay? Because this thing is about knowledge, man. Okay? This thing is about knowledge. This thing is not about just, calling the white man the devil and, you're going to kill their kids. And no, man, this thing is about knowledge. First and foremost, Esau, he gets it. He's writing books now. And like I said, taking notes, writing, essays and sharing them with other Edomites. Okay, because they get it. They're able to operate and, take being the Edomites, and it's a load off of their shoulder, man, knowing their true identity. All right, and so now you have a lot of friction going on with these Edomites around the country, which is going to ultimately lead into a civil war. Okay. Antifa, the Proud Boys, the Booyah, boys, whatever they are, Bungee Boy, whatever they are. All right. This is Matthew 24:14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." Okay? Everybody's worried about the end. When does the end come? Well, the end is here. Okay? Because this gospel, as we speak, is being preached into all of the nations. You have Israelites in mostly all of these nations, if not all nations. All right? And they have woken up and they are teaching and repeating the same thing that you hear us repeating. All right? And so the end is here. Okay? And the end of what? The end of Esau's kingdom. All right? This is the end of Esau's kingdom. But the end of Esau's kingdom has to come with the ushering of truth coming in. Okay? Replacing his lies, his deception. All right? Matthew 10:5 says, these 12 Yahushua sent forth. And here's another one, okay? You get a lot of bugged out Israelites, man. They talk about that they don't accept the truth anymore. They're out of the truth. They were once a part of the truth. They were the camp heads and the leaders. But they're not in the truth anymore because they found out something, that they never found out that has them, they just found out that they were straight bug outs, all right? Spineless men, all right? And so they bug out. But here's the thing. They bug out, okay? And what do you hear them still talking about? Jesus and Christ. Okay? That's why you have to be rooted in this knowledge, man. That's why you have to have studied, man. Because if you study and you have this in you, you're not going to lose it, man. Okay? As long as the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with you. Now, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai spews you out for being lukewarm, then you're not going to have it anymore, man. Okay? You're not going to have it anymore, and everything, then you're going to go back to calling on the name Jesus and Christ. Okay? Knowing that the letter J, it just appeared in the 1600s, man. A mistranslation, all right, of an I, all right. And so, these bug outs, they go back to saying Jesus Christ, all right, and go back to the plantation Christian doctrine, all right. They don't stick with Yahweh Shai. I can't. It's hard. I hate having to say the word, the J word, man. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus. All right. So Matthew 10:5. These 12 Yahweh Shai sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Okay. So don't at this time, those that are sent away, all right, apostles, he told them, don't go into the way of the Gentiles or the Samaritans, all right. So this is not for them. Okay. It says, but go rather, okay, go rather to the lost, and this is Matthew 10:6. Take notes. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So that's who this is for, man. Okay? You're talking about, white man, why don't you love me like they're your brothers in peace? No, man, they're not your brothers in peace, man. Okay? They're your brothers in war, man. Okay? And they're your enemy. Okay? They're not even your brother. Okay? The so-called white man plans to bring nothing but war and pain to you. Okay? And darkness. All right? Which is a lack of education. You're still running to his schools, being programmed with lies, man. You're being programmed with lies, and you have not yet shaken that programming. You have that circumcised flesh still wrapped around your brains. Okay? So you're uncircumcised from Esau's teachings, man. All right? Jeremiah 50:6, it says, my people have been lost sheep. Okay? So the Lord's people have been lost sheep. And that's you so-called tribes. That's you Jakes. You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But most importantly is you elect of them. All right? You have been the lost sheep, man. Let's get this again, because people say, man, I belong to the Lord. I belong to Jesus. I belong to the Lord. Okay, you hear them saying that. Okay? Foolishly. Okay? Read Jeremiah 50:6. My people have been lost sheep. Okay? And you were lost sheep. You calling yourself Mexicans. You calling yourself whatever country that you live in. Negro, African American, black. You're brown. You're light skinned. You're this, you're that. No, you are lost sheep. You're lost. Okay? There's a map you know, and on the map it says you are here. Okay, you Jakes, you're not reading, you're not looking at their map. You're just walking around willy-nilly, lost, man. Jeremiah 50:6, my people have been lost sheep. So you're the Lord's people, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Okay? Get another scripture. This is Ezekiel 34 and 15. Okay? And and it's funny that we're in reference to sheep because hey, doesn't it say Yahweh Shai has hair of wool? Okay, where do you get woolly? Woolly hair is on only one people on the planet, man. All right? On you Israelites, man. You're the only ones with woolly hair, man. Okay? And even if your hair is not woolly, you're still a Jake, man. But I'm saying, for the most part, all right? Don't let, you not having, you might be, have the characteristics of another nation. Don't let that be a stumbling block, man. Okay? Because your strength, your power is in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, this word, man. Okay? Your faith. Build that up. All right? And I will seek that which was lost and bring again that which was driven away. Okay? And will bind up that which was broken and strengthen that which was sick. But I will destroy the fat and the strong. I will feed them with judgment. And was not Esau, like I said, Esau gets it, but Esau has to understand that his dwelling was the fatness of the earth. So that's who the Lord is going to destroy, man. Esau. But you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're the sick ones. All right? You're the ones who have been driven away, okay, from the fact that, you are the Hebrew Israelites. You are the Israelites, man. Okay, that the Bible speaks of. That's you. And you've been driven away from that. You've been broken, okay, and made to serve these other nations and countries in which you are right, you're living in right now. Okay? So you want to, fight against us and then run to the, why you don't love us? Why don't you love us, white man? What did we do? Hey, with that attitude, the Lord is going to destroy you. Because, hey, at the end of the day, Esau, the so-called white man, hey, he is the whipping stick of the Lord, man. Okay? He's the pistol, okay, if you will, of the Lord, man. Okay? It's like crying to a gun. Okay, you crying to the white man, it's like you crying to a gun. Like, why? That gun doesn't understand what the hell you're talking about, man. That gun is, if it had a brain or if it had feelings, think about you, looking at you like you lost your damn mind. What the fuck you doing talking to me? I'm a gun, man. This is my purpose. All right? This ain't even like the gun that Nas was talking about, man. In that song, that gun, it had, the gun that Nas had in his song, I Gave You Power, that gun was able to reason. Esau doesn't reason, man. He only kills, steals, and destroys. All right? Right, let me get some more scriptures, man. Woo! Man, time is running. I have to get ready for work. Get ready for the plantation. Psalms 119 and 176. All right. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. What? Let me read that again. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. So this shows you, man. All right. Even though you have these Christians, the plantation Christians, they're telling you to forget about the commandments, man. So you're talking about the commandments are done away with. You're definitely not a servant of the Lord, man. Okay? But even though we have these commandments, okay, we still go astray, man. Okay? And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah knows that we go astray there, and that's why we're given that grace. That's why that grace we get that grace, man. Okay? Because we do not forget the commandments, man. But in Esau's queendom that we're in, okay, it's hard to, to do everything, I mean, you could try, but Esau, he's going to stop you, man. All right, one way or another, man. That's what he does, man. Okay, Luke 19 and 10. I'm about to wrap it up. 42. Luke 19 and 10. It says, Luke 19 and 10, for the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost. All right? And who was lost? You so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? Esau is not lost, man. All right? He's not lost at all. This is his kingdom. Right? You see Esau in the hood, man. All right? You see Esau in the hood, man. Esau goes everywhere. He has his GPS. All right? 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. It says, but if our gospel be hid, all right, it is hid to them that are lost. All right? And Esau, he tries to hide this gospel, man. Like I said, YouTube, all right, YouTube takes the videos down. They, move the videos around so you can't get them, man. Now you got to be aware of some of these Israelite groups that you're learning from as well, man. Okay, people talking about Jesus and Christ, man. I'll run away from somebody like that, man. Okay? You hear that word, Jesus Christ, and you have an Israelite, and he's steady saying it. Okay? Hey, he's not in the right spirit. Okay? 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe. Now, who's the God of this world? Esau, man. Okay? He has blinded 2/3 of our people. That's why you see Jake out here with his pants down to his ankles. Okay? The nigga woman out here, she just destroyed, man. Totally destroyed, man. Don't say nothing to him. like Goldmouth on the movie Life. All right, don't say nothing to him. That's the nigga woman, man. That's how she looks. All right, that's the demon that's on her, man. No matter how small she may be, man, the Goldmouth is the demon that's on the nigga woman right now, man. Okay, you're dealing with, her mouth has more power than her body, man. Okay, You end up in prison, okay, messing around with the nigga woman, man, okay? So I'm going to end it there. The ninja woman, woo, see? Just thinking about them, just take you out to, and I've been saying ninja, and it just, it's just how heated you get, man. But that's it, man, and I hope you were edified with this video, all right? And until next time, shalom.